Hi guys, this is a little get ready with me. I haven't filmed one of these in a while. Going out tonight just for dinner, nothing crazy, but still kind of like a fancy bougie place. So I'm gonna get dressed up and I thought this was the perfect occasion to get back into filming these. So yeah, just got my hair up in a bun, so please excuse how I look. Like, this is obviously not my outfit and hair done. It's just the get ready with me makeup that I'm starting with. Then obviously I'll show you outfit, all the extra little details. So do stay tuned if you want to see that. Do thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. I do try and do as much fashion and beauty based content as I can, a lot of vlogs. So in my vlog content, you'll definitely see some snippets of, you know, my evenings out and going out around London if you're interested. And yeah, like I said, just excuse how I'm looking right now. Like, my hair is a bit messy, but you know what it will do. Straight back. It's honestly third day hair, so I'm lucky it's still looking all right. And my makeup is always minimal. If you've watched a few of these before, you'll know I'm very, very minimal with my makeup lately. So literally all I'm doing is starting with concealer, and it's my favorite, the Lasting Perfection concealer. It's a little bit too light, but I haven't fake tan, so should match my skin just fine. And then I'll powder and, you know, do a little bit of contouring, so it won't be like crazy light. But I probably wouldn't recommend going for shade 0 unless, which I think is like extra fair, unless you have really, really pale skin. So the restaurant I'm going to is called Park Chinois, and it's kind of like an upscale Chinese restaurant. It's in Berkeley Square, which is like a really fancy little actual square near Green Park, technically Mayfair. And yeah, it looks really nice. I've never been, it was on my list to try. And then a friend said that she wants to try it, so I thought, you know what, let's just use this opportunity to go. If it's really, really good, it will become potentially one of my favorites, and I can go back, maybe with my parents or something. And yeah, it does look really good. The menu looks good. I've seen pictures, so I can kind of pre-plan my content a little bit, because obviously I want to take some nice pictures and videos so I can decide, you know, try and kind of like not recreate necessarily, but be inspired by other girls' Instagram photos there. Because, you know, I might just take a picture of the table but then realize they have amazing bathrooms or something. So yeah, should be really fun. That's why I'm getting all dressed up. Probably a little bit more, just a tiny bit more dressy than normal, not much, because I already do kind of like to dress nicely when I go out. But I think that's it for concealer. I might top up a little bit later if I notice, once my whole makeup's done, if anything's showing through, especially this massive bloody Mount Everest spot. If that's coming through, then I'll fix it later. Now I'm just going to powder my face so it's set and I can go on to all the other kind of powder products I have. This is the Beauty Bakery Flour. It's a translucent setting powder. I really, really love it. I think they are cruelty-free and vegan, so fantastic brand to support. It's a little bit pricey, because this powder costs about £16, 16, not 60, but on Look Fantastic. So it's not the cheapest. And I think now that Rimmel have gone cruelty free, I would go back to using that. Yeah, see, the concealer's already coming off a little bit. But anyway, yeah, I would go back to using Rimmel, because I'm pretty sure they are officially cruelty free. And that powder is literally like £4 or £5. So as always, I talk to you guys about TV shows and things I've been watching lately. Not so much on Netflix. I feel like everything that I wanted to watch I have or hasn't fully come out yet. I really love the Wednesday show. I know it's a little bit old now. It came out weeks ago, but I did really love it, and I waited about a week to watch it, which is weird because I love the Addams Family, like such a classic, so iconic. But I did wait a little bit to watch the show because I was finishing up, I think, The Walking Dead still. But no, it is really good. I really like it, and that dance scene was everything, especially the Legally Blonde moment. I found that hilarious when, to her, that was the horror movie. So that was it, I think, for Netflix for what I've seen. And then on Disney Plus, Christmassy stuff that you'll see in my Christmas vlogs. I was talking a little bit about the Santa Clauses, and I kept calling it the Clauses instead of, or the Clauses, instead of the Santa Clauses, which is the official name. So yeah, that one's really funny. I would say it's like more of like a modern day take on the classic Santa films. It's something fun, like more of a family show than anything, but it's decent. It's entertaining. It's cute. It has some, you know, social commentary as well. It's pretty good. Now I'm going on to eyes. I'm going to use the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. Looks like this. This is, I think, like a second edition, because I bought the original one years ago, and this definitely looks a little bit different. I have no idea exactly what I'm doing, but I think I want to Sorry about that. I think I want to incorporate a little bit of glitter into the eyeshadow as well. I'm going to start with a kind of light greyish crease colour here. And it's just like on a really fluffy tapered brush. And blend it out just to add a little bit more of like definition and a crease contrast. But yeah, I've also on Disney Plus, I forgot it was on there. They have really good shows at the moment, but Scandal is actually on Disney Plus. So I was watching that as well. I started it years ago, kind of around the time it originally came out. Pretty sure it's fully done now. There's like 7 seasons, so it does have tons of episodes out. I'm almost finished. I'm on the final season, so I won't spoil it if anyone is watching it or about to watch it. Highly recommend it. It's kind of like a soap opera, but more like highbrow political based, but it is good. It's definitely a drama, but I'd say it's really good. Really like Olivia Pope's character. I think her name is Kerry Washington, the actress. She's really good. All the acting's great. Script is pretty good as well. It's just something fun to put on. I kind of put it on in the background whilst doing other things, but I do really enjoy it. So that's kind of it for TV shows. Now for eyeshadow, I think I'm going to add on another kind of warm peachy base and then just add on a layer of glitter because there are so many shimmers in this palette. This one's actually very neutral. It barely added any colour, which I'm not sure if that's a good thing. I'm going to go in with this kind of flat brush and go in with, I'm thinking this shimmer. It's like a shimmery brown. I don't know if it's coming up very well on camera. Just all over the lid. I feel like I got no glitter from that. That is terrible payoff. I don't know. I'm a bit disappointed, to be honest. I might have to go over it with a different shade, but in this light I'm barely seeing any glitter or shimmer. I'm going to go over it with the shimmery kind of glittery white. This might turn out horribly, but I think it's just going to add a nice layer of shimmer. Yeah, that's definitely made it look a lot lighter. I think I'm just going to leave it at that because why is it not focusing properly? Okay, that might be better. Sorry, I don't know. Maybe if I zoom in. Sorry, hopefully that's better focus now for you guys. But anyway, I think I'm going to leave it at that and then add on a tiny bit under the brow bone. And again, going in with more of like a fluffy brush, I'm going to mix in a little bit of the shimmery white with this kind of yellow highlighting shade. Just so that I'm thinking obviously about taking photos and stuff, like the light catching my makeup. It just adds a little something extra and also just makes your brows look a bit better. So okay, then a tiny bit on the lower lash line, I think, because I don't want to leave that completely bare. I'm going to try again with that same shimmery brown. See if I can get any payoff here. Otherwise, yeah, that is very intense. Not picking up on much shimmer, but the colour is definitely a deep brown. I like that. Okay, so that is it for eyes. I'm going to now, well, mascara now, but that's it for the eyeshadow. I'm going to go in with Swede Cloud Mascara, which has been my absolute favourite for ages, ever since they sent it to me. I'm really lucky that they send me PR packages and things every now and again. And this was, sorry about that, my camera cut off and I was still chatting away to the camera, not realising it had turned off, so I don't know where that cut off, but I was just saying how good this mascara is. The Swede Cloud Mascara, it's really, really good. Definitely helps curl and lift my lash, and it's one of the best I think I've ever tried. It wouldn't be an Alexa tutorial without me smudging it in some way, would it? I feel like you can probably see that difference, like it definitely just lifts the whole eye. Okay, so that is the eyes completely done, except for brows. I keep saying that and then I'm like, except for this. But yeah, then I'm just going to do my brows, which I will show you because they're slightly different products. Just doing a little bit of highlighting under the eye. So for brows, I'm going back to a kind of old cult favorite, an OG. It's the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade, and I think it's in the shade Taupe. I always buy Taupe from her. It's perfect, I think, for dark blonde, light brown hair. If you're just going for a slightly darker, thicker brow, but nothing too crazy, I think if you have dark blonde hair, this could definitely suit you well. And I think this is a tapered Sephora brush. So I'm just going to kind of define my brows, make them a little bit thicker. Okay, they are looking a little intense, to be honest, but I'm going to use now my clear mascara that I use to set my brows, which is the Natural Collection Just Clear Mascara, but it honestly works really well. It does keep them in place perfectly, so just gonna brush them up. Personally, I'm not a big fan of like the brow lamination look. I think it can go way too far. There are some girls who just use it like the whole like stuck down brow look. I think not my favorite, so I try and keep it a little more natural, a little bit more subtle. But yeah, no, it definitely lifts the eye and the whole face, like to have that lifted arch, kind of like Bella Hadid brows. Definitely like, yeah, helps your face look younger and lifted. I feel like that's what I should be doing from now on. But yeah, now the rest is pretty easy and simple. I'm going to go on to cheeks. I'm going to apply a little bit just around this area, so just under my under eye area, with another OG favorite, Topshop makeup. I don't actually, does Topshop even properly exist anymore? I don't know, I don't think so. But this is, okay, I also have fresh nails, which are really, really messy. I need to clean up the edges. The edges look terrible. Because I mean, I did them myself, but I don't want to ruin them by opening this blush, and I can't get it open. So let me see if the edge, oh no. Okay, got it open. Right, this is what it looks like. A little crazy, like bright pink, but honestly, a little bit goes such a long way. And it does look really good. So I'm just gonna dip it in a couple times. It's really not that intense. And then just kind of work it around here. That is quite a bit, but do you know what? I'm gonna blend it out with a bronzer. And if it really looks too like streaky and thick, I will take a little bit off with a powder brush. But then I'm going in with NARS, which I don't often use. It's one of my fancier makeup items. It's the Luster blush. So it's kind of like a shimmery rosy shade, but I think it'll look nice as a contour shade without going, it's not going to be too intense, I don't think. So I'm going to blend, yeah, tap in like this tapered brush, and then quite lightly, because I don't want to go too crazy, contouring and also highlighting. Like I said, it's got some shimmer, so I'm just going to do that down the bridge of the nose. That on camera right now, for some reason, it's coming up as super orange. That is not what I'm seeing in my mirror. So I don't know what's going on, if the lighting's a bit weird, but I promise you, if it's, why is it looking like that? If it does look super orange on camera, I promise it's not me. There's something with the lighting. And then again here, just along the cheekbone, not under. I've learned this trick. You just go along and up the cheekbone. Also, I'm wearing a headband, so I'm trying to think of how that will kind of frame and shape my face and how I can adjust my makeup a little bit. So I'm going up here as well. Hair's getting in the way. Okay, I don't know if that's coming up again. No, it actually looks good on camera. So yeah, I think that is true to what it looks like IRL. And then just the same here, and then going up the temple again. A little bit along the chin area again, just to add a bit more contouring there. And I am going to add some more concealer. I think I'll do that off camera once I stop filming, because I'm seeing a little bits where I was trying to conceal earlier and they didn't really work that well, or the powder products or whatever have removed it, but I'll go over that before I leave. On camera it looks all right. And then yeah, like I said, because I'm wearing a headband, I'm going to try and add some of that bronzer along here, turn my 5 head into a 3 head. I'm happy with that. Again, I think because the sun is setting, I'm getting weird lighting. That might be why on camera, to me, I look so orange right now, but that's, I promise you guys, it's a lot more natural in person. Finally, we're going on to the lips. I think I might use a setting spray later, but for now, I'm happy with this as it is. I'm gonna line my lips with one of my favorite ones. This is very natural, but it's from Sephora, and it's one of their kind of mini nano ones, and I think it's called Rose Quartz. I've had it for ages. I use it in so many tutorials, but it honestly is amazing. So it's definitely made my lips look a lot fuller and thicker. It's just so natural. I think because it has like a really creamy, sheeny texture, it blends out so nicely on the lips, looks super natural. And having said that, I'm not going in with a natural color. I'm going in with something a little crazy. It's a bright pink, and it's actually just from Makeup Revolution. I think I got this for like £1. I don't even know what the shade name is. It's called Dazzle, but yeah, it's a very intense color. Okay, I've gotten as accurately as I can with such a bright color. I'm always worried about getting on my teeth and then smudging it all around the lines, but you know what? It's as accurate and perfect lines as I could get. So this is the finished makeup. It is something a little more kind of evening, nighttime, more than I normally would. I don't know if the eyes are even that shimmery, to be honest, but I'm still quite happy with the makeup. I think it'll look really nice on camera. I'm happy with how I look. So now we're going to move on to outfit, perfume, and all the little extras. Hi guys, a little quick update, looking a little more put together. The makeup I think actually suits the outfit really well. Yeah, it's very like evening time makeup, exactly the kind of look I was going for. I do have to do the concealer under my eyes a little bit better, but other than that, I'm happy with it. So this is the dress. It's an older mango dress. I literally got it a couple years ago for work, but it turned out to be more suited kind of for going out. So it has this belt detail here. Maybe you can see a little bit better there. Also just watching Scandal, so just ignore the TV over there for a moment. But yeah, and then if you can see, the dress has a zipper detail on the back. And then I know it's a little bit boring, but I am wearing a matching black headband. I'm thinking it's more of like a chic, almost Chanel type vibe, you know, where everything's matching and very prim and put together, getting kind of Chanel vibes. And then, yeah, just plain black tights. These ones I got from Primark. They're apparently like weather, what do you call it? Like where they kind of, I don't know if they don't change obviously, but they kind of adjust a little bit to the temperature. So that's cool. So it should keep me a little bit warm. And then this black handbag, this is from New Look. So it's got gold chain and I'm wearing a gold necklace. Although the detailing here is silver, it's very minimal, like it doesn't really clash, so I'm not bothered. But yeah, I do really like this handbag. It's very chic and simple. Got it in the sale from New Look for Black Friday. And yeah, that's pretty much the whole look. And then I do have my coat here because I'm not quite going out yet. But I thought, sorry, a bit messy here, but just picking up for you guys. I thought I'll just show you the full fit all together. So it is this red trench coat from Boohoo. It is basically a faux snakeskin design, if you can see, and it's belted. I probably won't use a belt. I think I'll just add maybe a scarf if I feel like it's going to get cold. So yeah, this is the whole fit, adding a little bit of color with the coat and the lipstick. But yeah, I'm quite happy with the whole look, and my nails match. They're still not perfect, but like they're this nice red golden glitter shade. I thought is very, very suited for Christmas time. So that's the only kind of festive part of my look here. And the headband is from Shein, if I didn't say. And now I will quickly show you the perfume as well. So guys, I'm just in my room where I have my perfumes. I'm going for Gucci Guilty today. I think it's more of a fun evening scent. I described it before in another video. I don't know how to describe it, but it smells very like bright and feminine. That's how I describe it. So what I do is I just spray a few and kind of move through it. So I kind of keep it based around my hair and chest area. Yeah, just a little bit walking through it, a little bit on my clothing, and just kind of, yeah, moving around in it so it's dispersed a little bit. But I like to keep in the center here. That's obviously where other people will be able to smell it best. I could, you know, spray it all over and walk through it, but I feel like that's a bit of a waste. So here is, you know, where you would hug someone, as you're walking, you can smell it, and you can smell it best yourself as well. I love when I'm able to actually, you know, smell the perfume as well, because that makes it even better and just adds to a really fun vibe and luxurious vibe for where I'm going. I want to, you know, use one of my best. So that's probably Gucci Guilty. Yeah, it's a nice scent. I bought it on a whim, but I do quite like it. It does have decent longevity as well, so I would recommend it.